What is up, everyone? It is DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video for my channel. Today, I'm in the basic white tee to bring you some basic Amazon items that are really cheap, inexpensive, but I took a chance on them because I know there's some people that might be buying them out there, and so you might want to see some information on them. And so that's what I do on this channel. I find those maybe secret items that you don't see a lot of videos on, and sometimes they're really good, and sometimes, like today, maybe they're not so great. But uh, definitely want to bring those items to you still because, like I said, there might be some people interested in thinking about them. So let's get into them today. I got two items from Amazon, like I said, and we're rocking the P9 headphones. Now, there is a newer model out, it's the P9 Max headphones, but I'm pretty sure that they're about the same thing, but maybe have one little extra thing. So these are pretty basic headphones. They do have, they say 50 millimeter drivers in there, hi-fi. They do have support for ACC and SBC, or AAC and SBC, advanced audio decoding modes, enjoy professional grade music and sense high bass. Basically just said that they have all the basic highs, mids, and lows in there for you. Lots of colors, which is cool, so you can pick whatever color. And I will say they do look like um, the iPhone or the Apple AirPod Maxes from a distance, but once you get close, you can really see that these are not even close. They are very cheap, very plasticky. Um, Everything is plastic, hollow sounding. The pads are like vinyl almost. It's like a shower curtain feel. Um, Not crazy. The buttons are super, like, I don't even know what to call those. They're just plastic. It does have a 3.5 millimeter jack. It does have a micro charging slot, and it does have a TF or SD card, micro SD card. So you can put an SD card and listen to some music with them. Kind of cool. But everything else is super cheap. I feel like if I were to like just stretch that, this is snap in half, and so they're super cheap. So for kids, these might be cool. I think any kid that thinks that these are $500 headphones and they're five will love them and really think they're cool for what they look like. But for an adult, probably not. They are smaller. They do fit on my head. You can see what they look like here. So like I said, they don't look bad. They have some nice clamp force, actually, believe it or not. And once you put them on the ears, they do have, like with those shower curtain pads, they do like actually block out some sound, which is kind of cool. But yeah, you know, they do connect Bluetooth pretty well, so I'll give them that. But let's talk about the sound, is because what you're going to be interested in is how do they sound? Well, they do get warm, like I said, with those pads, but the sound is very muted. So they are a little bit bass heavy in my opinion. I wouldn't quite call them like bass warm, but they are lower sounding, and so they don't have the clarity at all. So they're a little bit muted sounding, but they do have volume. They do get really loud, actually. So if you want really loud headphones, and like I said, I'm sure your kids would love that, that is possible. So for $25 for a pair of kids' headphones, absolutely. How long they're going to last with a kid who's wrenching on them and doing all kinds of things, chucking them, not too long, but $25, I think they're kind of disposable headphones. So I would be okay with that. And so if that's what you want to use them for, absolutely go for it. I would pass on the audio quality on these, like I said, because they just sound muted. They don't sound fantastic, but for general listening, and if you don't care about audio at all, um, they're usable in my opinion. Usable. But I would, like I said, I would probably pass on these. There is a lot better headphones out there for $25 if you're actually looking for a good pair of audio headphones. But listening to YouTube, listening to videos on the internet, which is what most kids do these days, they don't even listen to a lot of music, listening to movies or TV shows, those types of things. These could pass. These can pass because they do have, like I said, kind of a muted sound, and they would be great for, maybe some movies with some explosions and stuff if kids are watching that. But any kind of other videos, everything's muted, so it's not too bad. And I say muted, it's just not clear. But the volume is there; they get super loud, and so if that makes sense, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. It does. They are super cheap, super plasticky, but $25. Yeah. So let's go pros and cons today. Positives is they look like from a distance. That song came out from a distance. But yes, they look like Apple AirPod Maxes, but up close, definitely not. Super plasticky, super cheap, um, just lacking a little bit of everything, in my opinion. So the pros would be they look like something. The pros would be they're $25. And they link up. They have a few cool features with that SD card if you wanted to preload some music and put it in. Cool. Other than that, yeah, some old technology, very plasticky, very rickety. Even sounds like something's rattling in there. Buttons, you can barely tell what they are. Those are all negatives, and the sound isn't not that great. So just overall, I would probably pass on the P9s. The P9X Maxes, if you're looking at those, have a little bit of pad on here, but that's not going to make me go out and buy another pair of these ever. So just to let you know, a good pair of kids headphones, if they're 5, 6, 7, they're not going to know the difference, and they could probably be happy with that. Like I said, they will fit an adult, but they're a little bit small, like I said, for bigger ears. But if you're not picky and you want a $25 pair of headphones that kind of looks like a pair of Air Pro Maxes from a distance, then these will suffice for $25. That's what we got in the P9s. Like I said, they do come with the charger and the box, but that's about all you're going to get with the P9s. So just to let you know. All right, let's put those back in the box and chuck them across the room to another thing. This was a Christmas gift, and this is Amazon $26 special, the light strip wireless speaker, NFL certified here, Bluetooth wireless speaker from Soar, and it is IPX rated 4, so you can splash on it and those types of things. Couldn't be, I don't know if it could be a shower speaker, because you could splash on it, but it can't in any direction. So maybe you could put it in, you just wouldn't want to like put it under the water or anything. You could put it somewhere on a shelf in the shower or something like that. You can sync two together, so it does have the TWS type, 3 watts of output, total power, 3 watts. And it still has the old school micro USB charging cable, just like those headphones did. Definitely cool design, though. If you're an NFL fan and you want your favorite team, I am, of course, a Raiders fan. Yeah, I do like the cool design on it. It does look something you could put in your office, something you could put, on a, in your man cave or something like that, just so you can have a little Raider speaker. It's kind of cool for $26. On the back, it does have it is plastic design, does have a little LED, which I'll show you in a second. It does easily connect through Bluetooth. I'm not going to show you guys any of that today. We're not going to get super complicated. But it does have a little power switch, which is kind of hard to get to, because you have to kind of get your fingernail in there, and it's actually hard to get in here. So I had some trouble, like I'm having trouble now, getting in there. But it does have that micro port, and then so when you turn it on, there you go. There's your light, and it will flash red if you need charge or those types of things. You heard it turn on. It does easily connect, and if you've already connected it, it will easily connect to your phone. I'm using my phone to do the recordings today, so it's not going to connect to it. I'm not going to give you a sound test on this, but it does sound a little bit hollow, in my opinion. It's not a terrible sound. Maybe I'll give you a little brief sound test just in a second here, but you can see that it does have that LED lights inside. And it does kind of change colors to the music all the way around, which is kind of cool. So that's a cool little feature, and like I said, it changes on its own, whatever color. It does have the Raider logo on the front, or whatever logo you would be a fan of, whatever team. They do have all the teams, and it does have a little carry handle. I wish it had like a little clip, so you could like clip it to something if you wanted to use it as a shower speaker, or maybe even a little plunger, or not plunger, but a little suction cup on the back. to be able to use it as a shower speaker, that would be awesome. Could be, just some memorabilia that you could put in your man cave or whatever. I do like it. Like I said, I got it as a Christmas gift, so it was the thought that counts. And I wouldn't probably use it a lot as a speaker because there are a lot of better speakers out there for about the $26 to $30 range, which I have one coming up soon in my video, so we'll be talking about that soon. But yeah, for $26, if you are an NFL fan, this is definitely something that's kind of cool. And like I said, I'll give you a really quick sound test in just a second. Really easy to hook up. I just connected it to my laptop here easily. Just went to add devices through the Bluetooth. It said Prime Sports device, and that's what this is. Connected to that, connected really fast, really easy. And so now I'll give you a little royalty-free music to check out on it. All right, so I think you get the point. It's not too bad, but it's not really great. So for music, in my opinion, it just sounds really small. It reminds me of those little dash 3-inch speakers on your dash in an old car where it just had highs and mid range and some mid bass. There's no low end in this at all. And and then at super high volume, it's really brash. So it's almost kind of hurts to listen to, but it does get kind of loud. So it might be an okay for a shower speaker. Like I said, you'd have to find a little something to hook it onto or put it on a shelf or something. You wouldn't want to just let it down in the water, in my opinion. But yeah, not bad. It doesn't sound fantastic, but it sounds okay. It sounds usable. Would be good for probably videos and listening to podcasts and those types of things. Does have some volume, like I said. It does have the lights, and the lights do kind of flash a little bit, but it's really hard to see. So I don't know if I would count that super awesome, but you know, not bad. It's $26. If you're a football fan, you might want to pick up your favorite team, check it out, and add it to your collection of memorabilia. So it's not too bad. It's better at lower volumes. Like I said, it does kind of sound obnoxious, brash at really high volume at 90% or higher. But no bass, but it does have those mids and highs that you can hear. And so, it's usable for sure. But it does sound like a small speaker, in my opinion. And that's what it is. So it just sounds smaller. They have made a lot better speakers that sound better than this. I do have a video coming up really soon, which I'll have one of those speakers that is a small speaker, but it sounds bigger than it is. So definitely that's out there for that price point, around $30. So that video is coming. Check for that. But I wanted to just show you that this was a Christmas gift, like I said. So I'm not, I'm not mad at it. It looks cool. It does pros for me. 25 bucks, not crazy for an NFL item, NFL licensed item. Looks cool. It does have those lights, even though they're kind of hard to see and they're not very bright. I wish they were a little bit brighter. If it had like a little bit more of a show when it's playing the music, would be cool. But they're not super bright. You'd have to be like in the dark to really see them really good. But it has that logo. Looks, pretty cool. NFL licensed. So it has all the pros. Waterproof, shockproof, according to the box and everything, and has the LEDs. Nice little cover on that. So yeah, not bad for the pros there. Some of the cons, like I said, the sound, it's lacking. Really high, kind of brash, all those high sounds, and lacking a little low end in my opinion. But being picky for a $25 speaker, maybe, because there are $25, $30 speakers out there that blow this away, but yes, it is what it is. I think the main point that you pick this up is because it's NFL licensed, it looks cool, and it'll look good in your man cave or wherever you want to put it to represent your team. So very cool. Like I said, I got it as a Christmas gift, so I'm not going to hate on it too much. So uh, build is okay. It is plastic design, but like I said, not too bad. I'm okay with it. Like I'm okay with it. I understand what it is. It's more of an NFL thing than an actual speaker, and so that's kind of what I'll use it. Use it to represent. And if I ever need a little speaker to rock during game day, maybe I'll use it to listen to some podcasts or something. So, all right. Other than that, like I said, it does have TWS too, so you can link it to another speaker if you wanted. Maybe you and your wife have different teams that you guys like. Then you can represent one and then connect them together and have stereo sound. An option, even though they don't sound fantastic. All right. Other than that, guys, I think that's all I got for you. This has been Basic Items. We're rocking it with the DJ Martini Midwest reviews here. So thank you guys for tuning in. If this is helpful at all, maybe you're looking at these items, maybe it'd be helpful to you. Just give me a like, subscribe, or share. Let me know how I'm doing. And thank you guys for staying for the whole video. Got tons more videos and content for this year. Super excited about to hit 6,000 subscribers. Let's continue to grow the Martini Nation. And I just want to thank you one more time for being great subscribers and watching my channel, man. Thank you guys. All right. Stay tuned for my next video or tutorial coming really soon. Catch you guys later.